All right, kids. So, we're here for a fun one today. Hi, Mama. What are you doing? Tally's coming over to say hi, and she's all muddy and gross. So, yeah, thanks. So, today, and here's the group. We're coming. So, today is going to be an interesting one. Today, we are separating the piglets from Mum. They are a little over 6 weeks old, and Mum's already starting to push them off. They're eating dry feed perfectly fine. So, this is kind of one of those situations where I could leave them on her for a little while longer, let them get a little bit bigger, but these guys are freaking huge already, and I've already been putting a decent amount of training in. So you guys kind of saw it when I built this water. I kind of talked about how we were prepping these guys to get them ready to wean. We are in now it is the piglet pen. Originally it was the boar pen. So this will be where we're moving them to. So what I've been doing is, as you can see, well, you can kind of see, there is an electric line there that's tall enough so Tally can't get in here. She's trained on electric pretty well, and as you can see, the piglets can come in and out as they please. They have been doing a great job of coming in here. They spend most of their time in here away from Mom, and just kind of exploring the area, figuring it all out. They love pants. So what we're going to do today is permanently put them in here. So to prep for some of this, like I said, I've been feeding them in here. So all 10 have been coming in here, eating on their own, giving Mom a break. There's a couple things that I've done to prep this area for it. So as I have brought up before, I'm a dummy, and this line of fence is put it upside down. So they have the ability, not as much now. They've gotten to the size where they can't really get through. Carmen is the only one that can fit through this fence now. So what I did was turned off the fence, came in, lowered this line, so it's at their snout height, so they're not going to be able to push through. And a couple of the spots where it's a little higher, we put up some boards to kind of deter them from pushing through. And other than that, again, they're trained on the water already. That's been awesome. I didn't have to do much when it came to training on that. They've seen their mom do it a bunch, and I've seen them use it. I've already had to fill the barrel once, so I know they are using it, which is nice. So our main plan here is it's a little early for feeding, but again, it'll hopefully get them enticed. All 10 of them are in here at the moment. So it's one of those things that, actually, now that I'm thinking about this live, they're all in here right now, so I'm probably just going to close the gate. So I'm going to go ahead, close this, and we'll see you guys in a second. Don't you bastards. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So everybody separated out. It'll be interesting, especially as soon as everyone wants to start nursing again. Again, the things I need to keep an eye out for are this fence line over here, where they could be pushing through. Need to adjust the tripod again so it's not super awkward. Oh, there we go. Hey, so major things, like I said, making sure they don't bust through this fence line and that they're comfortable. I'm going to bring in some hay, put it in their shelter here. So they're a little more comfortable in here. What we are also going to do is that gate right there. We're going to go ahead and close that so Tally can't get into this pen over here. So it won't entice her as much to push through the fence or test the fence, as well as the piglets. If they can't have a good access to get to her, they're not going to try as hard. Hey, get out of here. Again, I'm a huge proponent of setting up my electric fence entry, like gates, with a little leeway between the main gate, because as you can see, they are just all over me as soon as I walk in here. So I want to be able to have something to where I can walk in, prep whatever I need to prep before I actually get into the pen. And as you can see, they're already starting to test. So that didn't work great. Yeah, this will be interesting. We're going to figure it out. This gate is pretty solid. They can't get under that. The latch is broken, so I will be fixing that today. But other than that, it's just kind of sit around and wait and watch to see how everything goes. And now I have to move this because these dummies know it's electric now, even though they ran through it. That is the hard part. They are used to running under electric fence, so now they're going to try. So what more than likely I will do is also put up some boards to kind of build a block, like build a blockage so they don't think they can get through it. Get out of here. Come on. So what I'll do, I'll go ahead and put you guys down, do a couple things around here to try and make sure we're all set, and we'll see you guys in a second. All right, so we are back. So we're back at the piglet pen. It's been a couple days since we closed them off from Mom, and it has gone absolutely incredible. I haven't had any breakouts. Knock on wood real quick. These guys have been doing great. They've been eating really well, and now they're all pissed off, of course, as soon as I get anything, as soon as I turn the phone on. But no, these guys have been doing great. As you can see, they're tearing everything up. They're doing what they need to do. So I just wanted to talk about how it's been going in here. I removed a couple of the boards that were over here and replaced them over here. So I only have one strand of electric going into this pen right here. And as I've said a handful of times before, when I do gates, especially with electric, I give a wide berth so I can actually open the gate, get in here, prepare what I'm doing without them harassing me, as they are right now. I'm filming a YouTube video. Will you guys calm down? All right? Sorry about that. So this one wire was a little low. And again, they've been very used to going under electric line because they've had to get in and out of here. So as you can see, what we did is we just kind of blocked it off. It doesn't need to be huge. It just needs to be a visual stopping point, so they won't test it. Pigs are very smart, but what that also means is they're very dumb, to the point where all I have to do is put a piece of wood and they're going to go, oh, well, I can't do that because I got to touch the electric. Once they have it trained that they can't go past it, we'll remove the boards and everything will be fine. They have been killing it on the nipple water. I didn't have to do anything with that. They just nailed it right away. The one thing I'm not pumped about this is when we had the Herefords in here, they already tore everything up, so there's not much forage for them in here. What we did do is toss some hay into the shelter for them so they could cuddle up. It has been raining nonstop here. It's been in the 80s, 90s, and just pouring rain. So I've had to move their shelter a little bit because they've dug it out so it was a pond for a bit. We are hopefully going to have some more shavings come in, and I'll spread it across all of this other area. Our soil here is very interesting. We do have very decent topsoil, but it's also very, very sandy up here. More than likely at some point, God knows however many million, whatever years ago, this was a lake of some kind, because it is very, very, very sandy here. So that's something we have to deal with, and we're dealing with it by putting animals on it. putting wood chips, sawdust, things like that to help build up the carbon in the soil. Along with their feces, they'll turn it over and it'll start coming back. As you can kind of see over on this end. So this is that big paddock, and these guys are getting friggin' huge. I'm going to try not to electrocute myself. But as you can see looking back, you can see the fence line, obviously. They have done an amazing job of tearing all of this up. So going into this winter, we're going to be getting a decent amount of snow. So what that's going to do is it's going to recompress all that soil that's turned over. And, oh, someone cut the fence. And going into next year, now there's going to be seeds and stuff like that that have been in the ground and in the seed bank for a very long time that haven't had the chance to grow. Now, I highly expect that pasture next year is going to be my best pasture. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, these guys are doing great. I'm going to set up the camera over there for a bit. I've been doing some training with them, especially Nino, our boar. And marshmallows work fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and set up over there. We'll get the camera all set up and we'll chit chat for a little bit. So we'll see you in a sec. Hey, get out of there. All right, back up. All right, so these guys love marshmallows. Oh yeah, get it. I'm just trying to socialize with these guys a bunch. And again, mostly him right here. Hey, get off of me. No biting. But these guys are doing... I know. Well, stop jumping. Get out of here. Sticking to my finger. Now that they're getting older, obviously they're starting to grow out a little bit. Obviously, they're about 7 weeks old. I think they're 7 weeks old today. And the differences you can see in them are crazy. Like this one right here. Obviously, he has the Hereford coloration. He's got the color patterns of the different patches, but he has more of kind of the blonde brindle color that you'd expect out of like a Mangalitsa or an Ocelot. Then you got Nino, who is built like a friggin' tank. He is Hereford through and through for sure. Where his... Hey, that's my butt. There you go, big guy. With the coloration on him, obviously, looks a lot like Senor, and you can tell his hair is coming in a lot thicker. On some of these guys, you can definitely see that they are going to have a pretty heavy coat. And then, of course, you got little Carmen over here. She's still a little runt. And, hey, I'm trying to help you. She's still the runt. But also, when you look at her, we'll try to get her back over here. She doesn't want to get into the pig pile because everyone pushes her around. There, have that. She is built like an Ocelot. I look at her and that's all I see. She's got the Ocelot hams, which are non-existent. And a couple of the other guys have it too. He has it as well. He's definitely built more Ocelot than anything. But we are beyond excited about these guys. They are going to be going... Stop biting. Stop biting. I know. Hey. Now you piss me off. They will be going over the winter. Stop biting. Over the winter, they are going to be going into the paddock that our horse is currently in. Here, go get him. It's over there. I get it. I'm sitting in the middle of your pig pen. I completely understand with a bag of marshmallows. Just stop attacking me. I love you. Come on. They are going to be going into where, yeah, the fence is hot. I don't get it. They're going to be going in where our horse is. I need to go through, tear down all the electric that's in there currently because it's not conducive to holding these guys in over the winter. They will not be living in here all winter. Just because I'm not going to be running water all the way out here and having to drain hoses every time I do. So, I am trying to get them as comfortable, stop biting, as comfortable with me as possible. Again, just for maintenance. If I need to be able to do any medical stuff with them, if I need to get in and deal with them, it works better for me if they like me. So, as you can see, Carmen has, ow, that one hurt, you little shit. All right, I'm done. So, that was a fun experiment. As you can see her right there. She is built awesome off through and through. She's got no butt, a little bit skinnier. I cannot tell you how many people have reached out and been like, so you keeping Carmen as a pet? And my answer is no. She is going to go with someone who wants a small pig. We are not in the pet game anymore. I am doing everything in my power to make sure that we no longer have farm pets. I have that one over there he's enough of a pain in my ass. So, other than that, these guys are doing fantastic. I'm going to keep everybody up to date with what's going on with them. They're getting chunky. They sure are, and I'm super excited about it. So, hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and we'll see you next time.